This video is going to include all the Lucky Charms, so hope you guys enjoy it. Let's make some Lucky Charms. This is the rainbow. This is the rainbow Lucky Charm. So first I'm going to roll out each piece of Play-Doh. I have some blue, yellow, and pink. Rolling it out, each one. Next, I'm going to flatten each piece out. Just about a good amount of flatness. That's pretty good right there. Next, I'm going to cut a rectangle from this strip. And I want the rectangle to just about there and there. And so that will be giving me a rainbow about that big. Next comes the yellow. And I'm going to make the yellow a little bit thinner than the blue. A little bit thinner. Then I'm going to cut just about the same size rectangle. And it's going to go right on the top. And last comes the pink. Pink's going to be a little bit thinner than the yellow, but about the same width, but a little bit shorter in pink. Now I'm going to combine it all together by pressing it down together, and then I'm going to start forming rainbow. And then I'm just going to flatten it out this way. Other side too. And I'm going to use something round like a straw or this stick here to round it out in the middle of the rainbow. Just gonna put some finishing touches, smooth it out a little more. And there's my finished Lucky Charm rainbow. Next comes the shooting star marshmallow. To create the marshmallow, I'm just going to take a ball of orange Play-Doh. I'm going to flatten it down a little bit. And then, with a straight edge, I'm going to make a little print of a star. Just like that. There's a little star there now. And then on the edges of the star, I'm going to cut it out. And cut down here, and here. So all the outside lines are gonna get a cut here. Down. And so there is my star. I know it looks a little bit weird right now, but I'm going to make it look much better by smoothing out the corners and points and all the edges. Just gonna go around the whole star, smoothing everything out. And now my little star looks much better than before. The next step, I'm going to gather up my orange Play-Doh. And I have my white Play-Doh here too now. First, I'm going to flatten out, this time pretty thinly, of the orange Play-Doh. And the white Play-Doh I'm going to divide into two pieces. And then I'm going to flatten out one piece of white Play-Doh. Now I'm going to cut a rectangle from this orange Play-Doh. Just like that. And then I'm going to take it off here, and then I'm going to put it on top of the white Play-Doh. Then let me just trim off some of the white here. And then I'm going to put another piece of white Play-Doh on top. And now it's all flat, and I'm going to make a little sandwich out of them. Okay, a little sandwich. And now this sandwich is going to go right here. So I'm going to first flatten it out a little. And then I'm going to cut out a little point. So it's supposed to fit in just like right there. So cut out a little point. Right there. And I'm going to try to stick it a little bit onto the star here. And once it's a little stuck, I'm going to use a little ball tool to smooth out where it's touching together. And I'm just going to trim off the end here. And then smooth it down. And smooth out the end where they're touching together a little bit more. And then touch it a little bit more to make it a good shape. And that should just about do it for my shooting star marshmallow. The next lucky charm I'm going to make is the 4-leaf clover hat. To begin the hat, I'm going to first use 2 different shades of green Play-Doh. One is lighter and one is the regular one. So I'm just going to roll this out a little, and with the help of my card here, my trusty card, I'm going to roll this out more thin. So once it's pretty thin, oops, I'm putting too much pressure on it. So once it's thin enough, I'm going to cut out 2 little sections. There's 1 and there's 2. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll it out a little bit more in the middle only this time, so that it's a little thinner. There's 2, and then I'm going to put it one on top of another. So bring that over the top on the other line. Once those lines are on top of each other, we're going to take the whole thing and I'm going to put it on top of the other Play-Doh ball. And once it's on there pretty straight, I'm going to flatten it out just a little bit, and now that 4-leaf clover is part of the other green Play-Doh. All that's left for me to do is form the hat. So here comes a rim, and pinch the other side for the other rim of the hat. Flatten the hat down a little, and then indentation there right on top of the hat, indentation where that rim is, another indentation on the other side, and flatten it out a little more. Then I'm just gonna touch it up a little to make it look a little better. Use my rainbow candy stick for some additional help. And that's pretty much it for the 4-leaf clover hat marshmallow from Lucky Charms. The next marshmallow is the purple horseshoe. With this purple piece of Play-Doh, I'm going to roll it out a little bit with my fingers. And then with the help of my card, I'm going to roll it out some more. And once I have a good size roll, I'm going to flatten it out a little bit. Then I'm going to make a U. And I'm going to cut off the ends until I have the right size U that I want. Then I'm going to grab one end and press it down in a little. And then grab the other end, press it down in a little bit too. And now I have this shape. And finally I'm going to flatten the U out just a bit. And I just have to smooth out some of the rough edges. And there is my purple horseshoe. The next lucky charm on the list is the blue moon marshmallow. With this blue ball of Play-Doh, I'm just gonna flatten it down just a bit so that it's the right thickness of the marshmallow. Then I'm just gonna make 2 small cuts with my card, folded, not folded, but curved. 1 cut and 1 more cut. So just 2 cuts. And then now, just going to pick it up and smooth down the sharp edges. My finger. Just have to touch it lightly. Just a little lightly, and then there's my blue moon marshmallow. Really simple and easy. The next marshmallow I'm going to make is the pink heart. And with this pink ball of Play-Doh, I'm going to flatten it out a bit. Then I'm going to make some small cuts. Curving my card, I'm going to cut a little bit more shallow. 1 cut and 2 and 1 more on the top here. Then I have a special card that I folded in half, and that's going to cut off this part. So let me put this way and then curve it just like a normal heart. And then cut that little piece off there. And once I hold it up, there's the basic shape of the heart. And I'm going to just use my fingers to smooth out the edges and also make the shape even more look like a heart. And there's my pink heart marshmallow. The next marshmallow is the red balloon, and it's going to be real easy. Just take a red ball of Play-Doh and give a good pinch to one side of the ball. So once that's pinched, you have this shape. And then set it up, and then use something to flatten it out. Just like that, and then you have this shape. And then you just have to shape it a little bit more with your fingers. And this part, just push it in with your finger. And then you have that flat part of the balloon, which is the knot. Once you just shape it a little, and you have yourself a red balloon marshmallow. Last but not least, it's the pot of gold marshmallow from Lucky Charms. I have 2 balls here. One is of gold Play-Doh and the other is yellow. With the yellow one, I am going to make this shape so it looks like a teardrop, or just a drop of water, I guess. And then I have the gold Play-Doh here. I'm going to put it on top of each other like this. And press it down. And press it down like that. And now the 2 are stuck together. And I'm going to use my card to flatten it down a little bit. So like that. There's my basic shape for the pot of gold. Now I'm just going to tuck it in there and tuck it in there. And now I'm just gonna press all over. So now it looks like some gold. Flatten out a bit more and make that bottom part of the yellow flat. Flatten it out a little, and I'm going to make some more shapes there. Flatten it out one last time, and I have my pot of gold marshmallow. Here's a final look at all the Lucky Charms, which are all dried now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.